I'm playing Jacob McNeal. He is an aging out writer of renown who gets some bad news about his health and some great news about winning the Nobel Prize. And I think it kind of is the blasting cap for this crazy journey he decides to go on, kind of a truth-telling, a truth-seeking journey. A Some of it is about trying to make peace with his life, the parts that haven't been bestsellers. And I find it a fascinating exploration of creativity. And it being set in the near future, I think, is really poignant because it's a little bit of a cautionary tale, which I never mind.
Yeah, so her name is Steffi Bannock, and she's a literary agent, and she's Robert Downey Jr.'s agent and has been for many years. But when the play opens, he has just won the Nobel Prize of Literature. So she is beyond excited, ambitious, protective of him. He better not, say the wrong thing. We've come this far. So I think it's complicated, their relationship. I understand that kind of relationship. I understand being with destructive people. I understand. And it's a challenge for me too, playing this part, I think. Yeah, a lot of dialogue and not stuff that I can fall back on, right? Things that I know how to do. Maybe go down to the audience and maybe, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But all of it seems like I'm an opportunity to really grow and branch out.
So Francine Blake is the retired editor-in-chief of the New York Times, and she is also McNeal's ex-lover. So she gets to be kind of the mouthpiece for anybody in the audience who's ever been wronged, and she's very strong, very powerful, and maybe the moral compass for McNeal in a way that actually makes him for 1 second go, wow, that's who I am. I think she really is the one that puts the mirror right in front of his face in a way that nobody else can.
I mean, my character, Natasha, is a boss. She's very strong. She's very intellectual. She's very witty. She is someone that I admire. And when I auditioned for the role, I was like, I was praying that I could get this job because she's just so cool and badass and gets to go with a boxing match with Robert Downey Jr.'s character. Come on. Who doesn't want to do that?
I play Harlan McNeal, Jacob McNeal's son, a very angry, hurt boy, which is probably the only reason I can pull this off. I got a call from Robert saying, I'm pitching you to play my son on Broadway. And I said, you're insane. And that was kind of the end of it until I got the words. And then I said, oh boy, I have to do this. And I would have loved to work with Robert anyway, but it was Ayad's words that I was like, oh God, there's a reason someone's pitching me to play this role. But I was deeply fearful that I wouldn't get it. And I didn't think that Broadway was something I'd ever do because I was a film snob. And now it's quite the opposite. Funny how that works.
I play Dr. Gruel, who is McNeal's doctor, and she has some news for him that he needs to cut the drinking and he needs to get his life together or else there's going to be some tragic consequences. And so she's really trying to wrangle him and reminding him that he has to make better choices in his life if he wants to continue being a great writer.
What do you love about her already?
What do I love about her? What's been frustrating, if I could turn this around on you, what's been frustrating for me has been that she doesn't get to have her normal doctor professional demeanor because of the relationship that she and McNeal have had, or more so the relationship that McNeal had with her father. And so she doesn't get to have this normal professional doctor relationship with him, and she really has to wrangle him in, and that's a frustrating bit for me. So that's been fun to tap into, like the different colors of what a doctor's day in and day might be.
I play Dipti. I play Bannock's assistant, Steffi Bannock, played by the amazing Andrea Martin's assistant. And it's just such a fun part. What I love about her is it's sort of, so, it's bringing working with Robert and Andrea has been working with comedic masterminds, and that scene, it is on the surface, there's this sort of playful element between Dipti and Robert, and even the slight flirtation. But I think underneath that, and you see that through the through line when the whole cast comes together at the end of the play, is that there is this larger commentary of Dipti representing sort of Gen Z and this new generation of literary interest that McNeal is kind of now forgotten by rather, and falling behind. So I think it's really interesting to see the way that she is a intelligent young woman working at this agent's office, and she has her own literary interest, and you might see it as just this sort of like flirtatious banter, but I think there's more commentary that Ada is doing with even this small part in terms of who she represents in conjunction to McNeal, and what that signals in terms of who's relevant in the literary canon and what that means.